Musk here has decided to start a third party called the America Party. And I see people saying, yay, this is what we need, another third party. Let's go. Let's get all in. Now, you guys know I'm so pro third party. That being said, I'm not pro corporate party. Right? So Elon Musk third party is another corporate party. And like, I'm not pro that because we already have, corporate parties, right? But that's pretty much what this is. And it's kind of FU to Donald Trump. That's what this is coming from Elon Musk. Let's go ahead and get into this, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight, on the heels of President Trump signing his massive domestic policy bill into law, his former close ally, Elon Musk, announcing the formation of a new political party. Musk, the world's richest person, taking to his social media site X to say, "We live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom." Musk, who is President Trump's top campaign donor, has been feuding with the president over the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, which the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says will add more than $3 trillion to the national debt over the next 10 years. Musk has referred to the legislation as a debt slavery bill and had been teasing a new political party for days.
Yeah. So that's where this comes from, because he was not happy about the big, beautiful bill. And that's why he decided, look, I'm going to start my own party, because basically I think that Elon Musk was embarrassed because he, was really into this whole Doge thing. And I think he felt like Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill just basically made him look like a fool. I feel like that's what this is really all about. But the answer to breaking the duopoly can't just be any third party. It can't be another corporate party, because you're not really breaking nothing. It's just not, and that's where this is headed. And wait till you see the people that have decided to jump on board for this. That's the interesting part.
The Tesla CEO did not respond to questions from NBC News seeking clarity about today's announcement.
The stock market's at an all-time high.
For his part, President Trump has been celebrating the bill. The legislation extends the tax cuts from his first term, reduces taxes on tips and overtime pay, and provides funds for his immigration priorities. It also makes some of the biggest cuts in history to social safety net programs like Medicaid and food assistance.
So that's where this comes from, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he's deciding to start this third party. And I want to show you like what this would look like for him. So of course, CNN, they decided to show people how much percentage he could actually pull. And I think they're kind of looking at this on a national scale. I don't think that Elon Musk is trying to start this party to win a presidential election. I think he's trying to start this party to make an impact in Congress, which would actually make more sense, because the midterms are just around the corner, believe it or not. And then also they're the ones that pass legislation and they're the ones that pass that bill that he's so upset about. But listen to what they say here about the odds for him with this third party.
Here, let's talk parties, Harry. This new party that Elon Musk says he has founded, what's his base?
Yeah, this entire thing makes very little sense to me. It makes about as much sense as selling sand in the desert. What are we talking about here? What is the size of Elon Musk's base? Well, I calculate it to be about 4%, just 4%, 1, 2, 3, 4% of all voters. What is that base made up of? Well, it's those who view Elon Musk favorably and the GOP unfavorably. We're talking just about 4% of all voters out there, because it turns out most of the people who like Elon Musk already like the GOP already. That is, they already have a party for him. In my mind, there is just no base for Elon Musk's third party in the electorate, at least initially speaking.
This is where I would push back. And they're talking about that 4%, right? Like, this is where I would push back. That's not too far from 5%. And if he got 5%, then they would receive federal funding. That's what the Green Party has been aiming to get to, right? So I think it's a mistake to assume that the only people that Elon would be able to pull towards that party are people that are already Republicans. There could be independents that might move in that direction, right? Like independents that maybe don't support the other third parties that already exist. Because what Elon is basically trying to do is he's trying to make a party that I guess isn't too far to the right or too far to the left. This is the way he kind of described it, at least on X, like for the people who are kind of in the center. And to me, that just sounds like what Andrew Yang created. That sounds like the forward parties. Same concept here. I don't know why we need another forward party, right? So that's what it seems like to me. But he may be able to pull some people that are independents that just feel like both sides are too extreme for them. Now, I would push back on what they consider to be extreme. I think that we need to have these policies that are going to benefit everyday working people in this country. I think we need healthcare for everybody in this country. I support progressive policies, right? I support policies that go to the left of that, but not everyone does. And there are other people who are registered independents that don't support that and do want something in the center. So I think it's wrong to assume that only people who are conservative voters would support that party. Just putting that out there.
All right. When we talk about third parties at the presidential level, the candidate who most recently had the most success in terms of getting the most votes was Ross Perot. So how does Elon Musk compare to Ross Perot?
Yeah, we'll go all the way back in the time machine to 1992. And we will note Americans with an unfavorable view, i.e. essentially that Musk starts off with far more against him than Ross Perot ever did. Americans with an unfavorable view of Ross Perot was only 14% back in 1992. Now, the vast majority of Americans are already against Elon Musk, 58%. So what we're essentially saying here is that Elon Musk is going to go into an electorate that already dislikes him, is already against him, while there were far more people who are open to the idea of a Ross Perot third party or independent candidacy as compared to an Elon Musk third party in which the vast majority of Americans have already sided against the man from Tesla.
But that's assuming that Elon Musk is running, right? So I think that's something that we need to talk about here. Is it Elon Musk trying to run for office himself, or is he just trying to start this party and give that opportunity to other people? Another thing I think we need to mention too, Ross Perot was a billionaire. You know, he was able to get a lot. I think he got like 18. I want to say, I think he got like 18%. When he ran against Bill Clinton and George Bush Sr., I want to say he got like 18%, if I remember correctly. Ross Perot was a billionaire, but Elon Musk is now the richest man in the world. So if Ross Perot was able to get that percentage and he's a billionaire and Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, what I'm saying is he has the money to make it happen. He has the money to get ballot access like that, whereas other third parties, it took them years to do so because they don't have the funds, they don't have the money. Just something I think that people need to put out there and pay attention to.
Elon Musk says he's going to play, forget, the presidential election is years away. The congressional election next year, he says he wants to play there. What's the history of third-party candidates in congressional races?
Horrible, awful, terrible, terrible, terrible. What are we talking about here? All right, elected to Congress from a third party since 1970, just 0.2% of all winners were either third party, independent, or write-in. We're only talking about 24 out of over 13,000 winners. The bottom line is third party, independents, they just don't succeed. Donald Trump is right when he's talking about the fact that third parties, simply put, don't work.
But the reason why they don't succeed and they don't work is because of you. Is because of corporate media, because corporate media either shuns those races and doesn't mention them at all, or they spend most of their time smearing it. That's why. That's why. Like I told you guys, Ross Perot was able to get on the debate stage. After that, they made sure that they changed the rules to make it more difficult so that any more third party or independent candidates would have a more difficult time getting on that stage. So it's just clear as day, ladies and gentlemen. So let's not pretend like the rules have not been rigged, against them. That's the part that's funny about this segment.
Leave with this one coda, though. When you're talking about 4% here, it may not be about winning the race, but 4% has been enough to sway an election back and forth.
Ralph Nader in 2000, as we were talking about, he could spoil it for the GOP, but he probably can't win it himself.
Harriet, thank you.
Thank you,
very much. Sarah.
So again, And Paul Davies says it's all about money, Sabs. Really, really 100%. Again, here, I think they're looking at this the wrong way, right? Now, is Elon Musk trying to start some type of worker party, something that's going to work out for the workers? Hells no. Don't be stupid. He is trying to start just another corporate party, but something that is more in the center and not to the right, not to the left. That's what he's trying to do, which is, like I said, Andrew Yang's Forward Party already. But I think that they are under the impression that Elon Musk is trying to run for president instead of Elon Musk is trying to start another party. And I think what he's going to try to do is try to have an impact in Congress to get people in these congressional seats and these Senate seats that are more middle of the road people. That's what I think he's trying to do. That's what I think Andrew Yang was trying to do. And speaking of Andrew Yang, I think you guys need to see this. Elon Musk has some unlikely allies who are backing his America party. Wait till you see who they are. Honestly, I think Elon's just this type of person. He just wakes up one day and he just comes up with something like just because, right? So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some of the people who are interested. Andrew Yang. Elon Musk planned to launch a new political party. It is gaining interest from outsiders, including Andrew Yang's Forward Party, the Libertarian Party, and political consultants' experience in third-party campaigns. I'm in touch with Elon and his team, and I said to them, look, anyone who wants to challenge the duopoly has a friend in me. That is coming from Andrew Yang, and he told that to Axios. Once again, it said that he started the Forward Party in 2021, Andrew Yang did, and they currently have 46 elected representatives. So let me just say something here real quick, okay? Andrew Yang changes his mind like day and night. Like 1 minute he says dump the duopoly, and then he was telling everybody vote for Kamala Harris. He all over the place. 1 minute he's anti-duopoly, the next minute he's like support the Democratic Party. He just kind of go whichever way the wind blows. Just telling you guys. I interviewed Andrew Yang about 2-3 years ago. He's kind of all over the place. Just keep that in mind. But he's one of the people that apparently has reached out to Elon Musk about this party. Guess who else has reached out to Elon Musk? Ron Nielsen, who ran Gary Johnson's 2016 Libertarian campaign. From what I understand, it has been the most successful Libertarian presidential campaign, was Gary Johnson. So he's also reached out. Mark Cuban, who's also a billionaire, said that he's ready to help. And Anthony Scaramucci, he was a former Trump White House staffer, but he supported Kamala in 2024. He reached out and said that his DMs are open. So he's getting support from people from, I guess, like different political sides of the aisle. So people are interested. Again, like I said, I think this is just going to be corporate. Now, there is this FEC filing that's going around about Elon Musk party. People are saying they're passing this around, saying that, look, he already filed. Here's the FEC filing, America Party. But I do just want to tell people this. Elon Musk is saying that this isn't real. So I don't know who filed this, but and this guy here who's listed as the treasurer of the party, Taneja, he apparently works with Tesla, right? So Elon Musk said, according to him, this filing is false and has been reported as such to the FEC. So just FYI, folks, it looks like other people are trying to get in on this somehow, right? It's just, I don't know what's going on, but that's what he said. But when it comes to 11 demands, where does Elon fit in all of this? And shout out to my producer, Eric, who wrote this rather quickly today, And he gives a quick analysis here. I just want to show this. Okay. So Elon Musk says people want a new political party. He's right. But is his proposed America Party a real solution to the core problems that we face? Look at it through the lens of 11 demands and you'll get your answers. 2, healthcare for all. Elon Musk never even mentions it. So don't expect the America Party to be calling for the U.S. national healthcare system. No, nope. Demand number 4, end the wars. War is a racket and Elon is in on it. His companies, including SpaceX and Starlink, have billions of dollars worth of contracts with the Department of Defense. What are the chances of his new party calling for deep cuts to military budgets? So that would be a no, guys. See, these things you guys know are not going to happen. 7, this is a big one. Reject censorship. Elon talked a good game, but his takeover of Twitter, X, did not end the censorship on there. In fact, the platform is granting more government censorship requests than ever and has not been shy about purging dissent voices. Can we expect Musk to have demands like these? To break up nationalized large media corporations, disallow deletions and deplatforming, prohibit government agencies from using big tech companies for backdoor censorship, regulate algorithms that impact user interactions? I think you guys know the answer. No. He's showing you this right now as he owns Twitter. It goes on to say here, demand number 10, revamp taxation and funding. Musk has been clear about his desire to reduce the national debt. But anyone who takes a serious look at how government spending works knows that national debt is not a real thing. This is true. MMT teaches us this. Modern monetary theory teaches us that the debt ceiling is a myth. The game is fixed. So it goes on to say the game is fixed for the corporate establishment plays to put forward fake players to act out the role of revolutionary agents and then funnel all the populist energy into battling for or against them. Meanwhile, real revolution movements and leaders are shunted aside. And I've been trying to warn people about this as well. Kudos to Eric for writing this. Be wary of some of the people that are coming forward as independent or third party, but they're still corporate. They still want to operate the party as a corporate party. Be wary of that. Because I've been noticing something of people coming forward and they say they're independent or, yeah, we need a third party, but they just want things to remain corporate and they want to protect the status quo. They're trying to hijack a real powerful third party pro-worker movement. And I think we really need to pay attention to that. And Elon's thing is just corporate. We know what's up. We know what's up. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.